4, 3, 2, 1, watch me. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
Hey guys, welcome to Level Up with Lydia. I am your host, Lydia Navo, and today I am here with someone very special as always. I am here with Mr. KD with Principles First. So welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I am excited because I actually don't know your story, but I've been told by many people, actually, not just Derek, but by many people that it's a great story and what you're doing for the community is really awesome. So why don't you just kick us off and tell us about yourself and how you got started and what Principles First is?
Okay, well, so that's a lot.
Yes,
so
it's a lot. You go. I'll just sit back.
I'm just go ahead and start with, so I grew up in Missouri City, Texas.
Okay.
It's a suburb, I guess you'll say, in the southwest part of Houston. Ended up going to school at Clements High School, which is kind of a long story. Was on to Willow Ridge High School. Ended up going to Clements High School. Went there, played sports, played basketball pretty much my whole life. Then when I had all kind of school records and city records and stuff, the #1 scorer in the city, my senior year of high school.
Wow, congrats.
Yes, thank you.
Has it been broken yet?
The city record, yes. A couple of people broken the city record, but the school record, no, it has not.
Nice.
Ended up being blessed enough to go get a full athletic scholarship to the University of Arkansas. Played there for 2 years, had a phenomenal freshman season. Sophomore season was a little different, partly because of new people coming in and partly because of some things that I've done too. Just being immature, I guess you'd say.
We've had
Then ended up finishing up at the University of North Texas, and man, we were the best team in 23 years, and ended up being the first team in 23 years to go to the NCAA tournament. Had a phenomenal career. Then went on and played in Europe for a few seasons. So that was my basketball journey. As far as that, then after that, I ended up having my oldest daughter, which she'll be 18. Next week.
Aw, happy early birthday.
Had my oldest daughter. She was born in Europe when I was playing.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I was playing,
Why Europe? How did you end up in Europe?
Because so her mother and I were we were together in college, and she was pregnant, so they went to Europe with me when I went on to play,
But how did you play professional basketball in Europe? Like Europe?
So what ends up happening, if you're in college, you have European scouts come to games and stuff like that. Funny story, my head coach was at the University of North Texas by the name of Johnny Jones. Tremendous guy, father figure to me. We was playing in the game, and I had a pretty good game. And one of the overseas scouts, which was like an agent, he came and gave me his card right after a game. And my coach saw it. And when he saw it, he was like, hell no, this is illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Because they were supposed to talk to you till after.
Oh,
so
okay.
He said, Katie, give me the card. I'm looking at him like, no. So he's like,
I want this.
Yeah, so he's like,
no,
give me the card. So I gave him the card, and he walked off, and as he's walking off, he's like, can't be this stupid, So after the season was over, we had a meeting in his office, and he gave me the card. He gave me the card. It's like, handle your business. So ended up reaching out to the agent. The agent said, I need you to come to a couple of camps. Went to a couple of camps, and when I went for a camp, it was a guy by the name of Raul Corner, which was my first coach in Wales, Austria. He offered me on the spot it was a really good deal for your first year out of college playing. So we ended up doing that. And of course, when that happened, my daughter's mom came out with me, and it was just a blessing. They covered everything, all expenses, all of that. So that's how that was.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so then you came back. So what made you come back?
So what made me come back is because she was born with a condition called bladder estrophy.
Okay.
And that's when you're born with your bladder on the outside of your body instead of the inside of your body. Yes. And it was kind of crazy because we were going to several doctor's appointments, nobody ever detected it. So we didn't know anything.
Interesting.
And yeah, so it seemed like the medical system out there was fairly decent, at least it seemed like to me at the time. And when she was born, she had a C-section, right? My daughter's mom had a C-section. And when she had the C-section, they pulled her out and they took my daughter straight to the back.
Yeah.
And to remind you, it was still a language barrier.
Okay.
They speak German. I speak English, of course, at least the best I can.
Yeah.
So they pulled me to the back. They said, hey, we need you to come to the back. And as she's coming to the back, she's laying on like the little scale or whatever it is. And my first reaction, pardon my language, what the hell is that? and her bladder's born on the outside of her body. So when that happens, we immediately had to take her from a hospital it was outside of Wales. We had to travel to Vienna to get her better care.
Hmm.
And then they kind of pretty much told us, well, there's not too much we can do. So we had to get her back to the States.
Okay.
So during this time, we're still in the middle of playoffs. And the owner of the team, which is a super guy, real good guy, but he was like, man, we're playoffs. We're paying you
Yeah, you got
a
to be
lot of
here.
money. We need you here. So my daughter, her mom, and then the team, they hired I guess like a nanny or like a nurse to kind of go on a flight with them. So they flew from, Austria back to United States. And that's when my family was just huge for us. My mom, my father, I have friends that are brothers now. Derek know quite a few of them. They were there when they arrived and she got admitted to the hospital. So during this time, I'm kind of traveling back and forth, trying to make sure that I'm still handling my obligations, but still trying to be the best father I could. And after a while, it just got too much. So it was like, it's time to just be done and stay here.
Okay.
So,
and is that when Principles first got started, or is this
no,
whole journey?
no.
Okay.
Oh, so this is all part of the journey. So after that, I came to the conclusion where I can't do both. I have to pick one. So I end up getting, and this is how God works. It's crazy. It was a program. It was a school by the name of Aristotle Classical Academy. They were new to everything. They've been doing school, but they wanted to start an athletic program.
Okay.
So I had somebody come to me. I forgot how I got connected with those people, but they said, well, it's a school in Katy that's starting an athletic program. It'd be great if you want to come and do that. And me, I'm just a person I love challenges, being an athlete. I'm competitive. I was like, well, this would be pretty dope. So I went into the school, and from day one, I just had great people. The administration that was there, they just took a liking to me, had a bunch of kids. So we started the program. We started with flag football, volleyball, and basketball, and we organically grew that program. And I think that was in, if I'm not mistaken, 2012 maybe.
Okay.
So 2012, worked there for 8 years, but during that time, I was doing Principles First kind of on the side.
Okay.
Just training kids. All I was doing was really just training kids. I had no idea how to do business, any of that. And I had a lady that came to me and she said, well, you need to brand this. I was like, brand it? No, I'm just trying to help.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any of that. And she said, okay. And I started getting more and more clients just through word of mouth. And it wasn't even clients because at first I wasn't charging anything.
Yeah,
I was just doing it for free. And then I started noticing I'm getting more and more people. And I just threw like a number out. It was a crazy number one time. Like, man, I train your kid for like 50.
Yeah.
Right? And they were like, okay, cool, that's it?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. So that's when that's when I branded it, and we just organically just grew through just strictly basketball training.
Okay.
And went from basketball training to, you have parents that you train their kid, hey, coach, let's start a team.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to start teams. Let's start a team. Come on, we need you to start a team. So I started a team. So year one, which was in 2015, I would say. Yeah, 2015. We had 2 teams. Then the next year went to 4. Then we just organically just continued to grow and grow and grow.
And they're just all playing within the organization? Or are they
Yes.
playing other? Okay.
They play with, no, so that's a great question too. So we have, we play in like, I don't know if you heard of AAU basketball. So it's like,
okay.
so it's select basketball.
Okay.
Like you have select volleyball, select baseball, same type of organization. So we play against different organizations
Okay.
around the city. Depends on what team you make. Some, other states, some, nationally as well too. So we have teams for all skill levels.
Okay. So Principles First now.
Mhm.
What does it's just basketball?
Oh, absolutely not.
No. Okay.
Absolutely
So what?
not. Absolutely not. So we have basketball now. We've been blessed enough for me to meet a guy by the name of Brandon Smith, which is, I started off coaching his kid, his oldest kid. And during the midst of me coaching him, he and I having conversation, I realized that he played college baseball and he had a minor stint with the Astros.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is just through communication. So he
Yeah.
said, well, man, I love the brand. I love what you're doing. I would love to have baseball under your umbrella. Okay, cool. So turns out nothing came about it. Maybe 2 or 3 years later down the line, I don't know exactly what happened, but we just crossed paths again and we said, let's do it. So we sat down and drew it up. Now we're doing baseball too. So now
That's
with
nice.
baseball, we have about think 5 teams with baseball,
Okay.
and he's the director. He runs it all. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there to support him. Whatever resources he need, I provide, but he's doing a phenomenal job of baseball. We also, now we have an after-school program that we're launching. Well, we've launched. We need some help with that too.
Okay.
But we're going to get to that too. But it's pretty amazing. We have a place for kids to come after school to play basketball. Some of them don't want to do any sports stuff, so we have different stations for them to do, which is phenomenal. We also have a transportation service too. There we go to schools. We have one van, and we go to schools and we pick kids up and we bring them back to our facilities. Some kids we drop off at their homes, just depending on what they need. And then also too, we have our youth basketball leagues, and that's just a bridge between, I would say, if you have some kids playing the YMCA, some kids play Katy youth basketball, they want something a little bit more, but they don't want to have the time commitment of playing AAU basketball.
Sure.
So we have those leagues for them too.
Okay.
So we're doing a little bit of everything, and then we're working on starting. I'm trying to partner with somebody now. We've been in conversations, starting some financial literacy classes.
That's awesome.
So they can kind of know what to do with their finances. Because if they're anything like me, you have a little bit of money and you just don't know what to do with it. You don't understand credit, any of these things.
Yeah.
So if we can kind of bridge that gap and help them early, that's what we want to do. So.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's amazing. So you came from just enjoying playing and teaching basketball to now having this company. I mean, you're a business owner. So what is the learning curve from I am great at coaching basketball to I am a great business owner? What's that learning curve look like?
Ooh, so what I've noticed in all of this, you just jump off the porch. You just jump off the porch and you make your mistakes. And the number one thing is, I had a guy tell me the number one rule of business is stay in business, right?
Okay.
You just figure out a way to stay in business, and you just understand once you make this mistake, don't make this same mistake.
Learn
make
from
a
it.
different
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm about. I just jump off the porch. I try and just see what happens. And,
yeah. That's been a common thread through a lot of these interviews is the two most successful things that business owners can do is just take action, learn from it, move forward, right? It's not the hesitating, it's not the thinking too much. It's take an educated action, whatever happens, learn from it, move forward. And then that tenacity. I think that's a word that comes up a lot of we're going to make it work.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but we're going to make it work.
Yeah.
That's really important. What's been the biggest, I guess, lesson that you've learned as a business owner that you could teach somebody else?
Ooh, man, there's plenty of lessons. So the biggest thing that I've learned is this book by the name of The 4 Agreements, right?
Okay.
And agreement number 2 is don't take anything personally.
Mm.
So that's what I've learned. Even in our field, we have kids that's been in our program. In your mind, you feel like I'm going above and beyond for this kid. I'm doing everything I possibly could do, whatever the case may be. And sometimes kids leave your program. And I used to take it personally because I put my heart into everything that I do. And now I'm just understanding that everybody's going to do what is best for them.
Sure.
And there's nothing wrong with that because we all should do that in a certain capacity. So that's one of the biggest lessons I understand. And that's part of, persevering.
Yeah.
That's one of our virtues with our program, perseverance. So
Awesome.
that's all.
What lesson from your professional or college basketball days or whatever basketball days can you take that you can apply to being a business owner?
Ooh.
Like a skill or something, yeah.
So let me think. I would say perseverance. Perseverance is one because, you have games that don't necessarily go your way and you still have to bounce back. My thing is, I tell people it's all about the process, right? I don't worry about the end result of anything. I just enjoy showing up doing the work and I live with the results. So that's what I would say.
Oh, interesting. I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Any goals or plans moving forward for the company?
Oh, yeah. So I just joined BNI, as you all know, which Derek got me in.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest. Derek.
You drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Talk about that a lot, drinking the Kool-Aid.
So it's 3 things that I'm concentrating on with BNI and a company and my life. So all of this kind of going hand in hand. The first thing is just building more meaningful relationships, right? So that's what this whole thing is about for me, right? Building relationships, even if nothing comes about it right now, just down the road, any of these things, just being able to build those relationships. And while I'm building those relationships, figure out a way to connect the dots. That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing is, that's why I'm so thankful to be a guest on this podcast, just improving my communication skills. That's what I really want to do with this. And then my third thing is just what I live my life by, just servanthood, just trying to serve as many people as I possibly can. So what I'm about is, if an idea or if I have a vision, and I talk about this all the time, and Derek has talked to me about this, I'm a visionary. Now, building those relationships, finding how people to kind of help me
Yeah.
with all of that. So once I have a vision on another way I can serve, we're going to bring that part of principles first and just
Make it happen.
make it happen.
Yeah, I think that's really important is once you have that vision or that goal is to share it. Like
Mhm.
you're saying, is build a community that you can share it with because you never know who's going to go, oh, I can help with that, right?
Yeah,
If you said, hey, I want to
yes,
start a baseball thing and
yes.
somebody goes, oh, used to play professional baseball.
Absolutely.
Wow, I had no
Absolutely.
idea unless you shared it. So I think
Absolutely.
that's really important. Something we talk a lot about on the podcast, and I talk about with clients a lot too, is when people follow their passion and make it a business, sometimes they lose the passion for it. So
Mhm.
you're, basketball was your thing, you loved it, and now you're doing a business that's around basketball, although it's really just about helping people, I guess. But have you lost any passion for basketball itself? Because now it's a business and you have to do it.
Yeah. So I haven't lost any passion. Actually, my passion for it is growing more and more.
Awesome.
But as we grow as a business, I have to figure out, and I've had several people tell me this, and it's breaking my heart. My coaching days are probably going to have to come to, I don't want to say an end, but I'm gonna have to scale back on that, because it's three things you need as a business owner or to have a successful business. One, you have to have somebody that's going out and speaking about the business, trying to get more people in the doors, more people that we can serve. So that's one. Two, you have to have somebody that's handling all the day-to-day operations, the stuff at our facility, handling all that stuff. And three, you have to make sure you have somebody that's paying the bills, making sure we get the funding that we need to kind of do things, because we're in a beautiful facility that costs. But, so those are three things we have to have, and I can't be all three.
Yeah.
So who else can deliver the vision better than I can? So I have to be that person that's going out, building relationships, talking about the brand, showing everybody our vision. And then we just have to get those other two things filled, which we're doing a good job. We have a lot of people that's helping in our organization as well.
Yeah, and that's really important to realize because, again, a lot of I'm a really good baker. I'm going to start a bakery, and all I want to do is bake. But you can't. You have to be the business owner or hire someone to be the business owner. But that's awesome. And so, how do you? Because it sounds like you've grown relatively rapidly, right? I'm assuming you have other coaches and you have other programs.
Absolutely.
So how do you hire? What is your hiring secrets for us?
When I tell you, God has His hands on me. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I've been blessed enough to have a bunch of people in the organization that, we grew up in a sandbox together.
Okay.
I have my guy Jamarcus Johnson that we've been on each other since 9 years old.
Okay.
Fourth grade. Russell Lewis, we've been on each other since forever. Like he came to my house one day and never left.
Okay.
As a kid, never left. So him. Then we have Jordan Clark. There's so many people I can name. Eddie Rowe, which he and I have been on each other since 9, 10 years old too. My wife is doing phenomenal things in our organization, handle a lot of our admin work. So it's so many people. My daughter's involved. The one that I was telling you about, the bladder atrophy. If you've seen her, you wouldn't even know it. Beautiful.
I was going to ask. We moved on, and I was like, wait, I didn't even ask. Is she okay now? Is everything good?
She's phenomenal.
Okay.
She's a senior at Pato High School. She's about to graduate, go to University of Houston this upcoming fall. So she's doing phenomenal.
Great.
Phenomenal. So it's just so many people.
You've had the right people just the whole way and hired them. So then that brings me to the other thing, because that does happen a lot where people hire their best friends or people that they're close with. How do those relationships stay strong in a working environment?
I think we have so much respect for each other. And I also think that they look at principles first, which they should, as their baby as well. So they do so much just to make sure that, the business is doing well, the organization is doing well, and they all have a passion for basketball too. So they're all coaching basketball. Now was just trying to figure out, okay, what else can we get them to do that they'll be, successful at in regards to the organization for us all to grow. So that's certain things that we're working on right now.
Awesome. And because you guys have grown from it, it was just coaching some people, and then it was basketball teams, and now it's baseball, and now it's after school. What does marketing look like for you guys?
Oh, marketing. That's great. So we have a social media marketing group business by the name of D Virtual. Two young ladies by the name of Dee and Kelsey. They do all of our social media
Were
content.
they at that meeting that I was
Yes,
at?
they
Oh my
were.
God, they were so cute. I loved
They
it.
were. I mean, they're
Yeah,
phenomenal. I want to plug them too. D
okay,
Virtual. Shout out to D
perfect.
Virtual. They are amazing. And over the course of a year and a half, we've just developed a relationship where we talk to them outside of
Sure,
outside of just the business stuff. They had Dee had a birthday party last week that my
nice.
wife and I attended. I mean, great people. They do excellent work. I mean,
That's awesome.
excellent work. Yes.
So social media is a big part,
Social
and then
media.
any other?
So we actually get we get advertisements through the school district. It's a thing called Peach Jar
Hmm.
that we kind of go in and we sign up for that, and then we send our flyers out through that. So that's how the schools kind of know about some
Oh,
of the things
nice.
that we're doing.
Oh,
And a lot of stuff that was just been word of mouth. I really just started marketing, I say
recently.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I know when Derek was coaching with us, I didn't do any marketing. It was just
Word of
people,
mouth?
word
Yeah.
of mouth. So that's the best marketing. But secondly, you still got to get out there.
Yeah.
Thinking about getting back to the old school and get door to door.
Door to door, yeah.
So I can
Hey,
still
it's
make
one of
sure
the
I
most
stay in
effective
touch. Yeah.
ones. Yeah. But I think that's a huge testament to the company when it does grow at word of mouth, right? When
Yes.
people are willing to put their reputation on the line to say, yeah, you should come check them out.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
huge.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can't beat that.
Yes.
Anybody
sure.
else, you can sit there and say, I'm the best. But when somebody else says, no, they're the best, they're the best.
And we're getting so many calls now, like currently. I got a call just yesterday, which I don't really feel a lot of the calls anymore, but I got a call yesterday. Somebody called my personal cell phone and they said, well, I've heard so many different things about Principles First. I've been calling, you haven't answered. I'm like, yeah, you call my personal phone. I'm not answering that. But
Yeah.
anyway, so they were just saying, I've heard like 3 or 4 people talk about Principles First. I had to figure out what it's about. And that's how we got it. They actually came to the gym and we got them on as in our skills academy too. So that's perfect.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That is amazing. I think one of the major underlying things that I've heard about all of this is just relationships.
Yes.
It's not just a client-coach relationship. It's not just a employee-coach relationship. It's just a relationship of
Absolutely.
personal, getting to know people and getting on their level and that shared vision.
Absolutely.
I think is
Absolutely.
really important. What is the vision of Principles First?
That's a great question. So, what we want to do as soon as possible, we need the right partnerships, the right people to kind of guide us to get the funding. We want to duplicate, and we want to build another Principles First. All right. So my overall vision, we want another one in Houston, and we want to also promote out in the outside Houston area. So San Antonio, Austin, especially Dallas, because I went to UNT. So that's our plan for Principles First. Just grow, duplicate what we're already doing, and also just serve as many people as we possibly can with different things, not just basketball, the financial literacy,
Yeah.
the life skills for these young men and young women. What I've noticed too, even in our program, I was just talking about this last night with some of our players. Some of you guys are 15, 16, even 17 years old. I don't even know if y'all know how to approach a young lady and ask her out on a date. Do y'all know how to do this? And they look like, yeah, coach, we're going to shoot her a DM. We're going to text her. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They don't know how to go up and really have a conversation with the young lady.
No.
To me, that's extremely important.
Yeah.
Because I know my daughter, she's 17, she has a boyfriend, and when I tell you, and I wasn't even with her having a boyfriend. But when I met this kid, he was a gentleman. He came to me, sir, can I ask your
Wow.
daughter out? So he has a phenomenal, family. His mom and dad are phenomenal for them to even teach him this.
I was going to say, that is a
Yeah.
lost art
Mhm.
right there.
Yep. So he plays on the basketball team. And when I go and pick her up for like after practice, he'll walk her to the car and he'll walk around to where I'm sitting on the driver's side, and he'll shake my hand.
Wow.
And phenomenal kid. He's one of the few that I think knows how to really conduct themselves in that space. So we need that. That's a void that we need
Yeah.
to fill as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think those are all amazing things to teach. Why is the name Principles First? I don't know if I've even asked
Ooh,
that.
so it was funny once we decided, on the brand. And I was thinking about all different types of things. I was thinking about naming it after myself, which I think would have been silly. And then I was thinking about naming it something else, something Basketball Academy. So now you're limited. And I said, what's something that's really close to me? And I've always been a man of just principle. So I was like, principles first. So that's how we came up with principles first.
Love it. And I think those are all 3 really good lessons for people starting their business and trying to name their business is do not name it after yourself if you want to grow, because guess what? You can't sell a business that's your name if you're looking to sell it. Second is, yes, you don't want to limit yourself either with a location or a that specific niche, because you can't grow out of that either. Sure. So I think those are all really good lessons there. Okay, awesome. So before we wrap up, I have one last question for you.
Okay.
Hopefully you know the answer to it. If there was one thing that business owners or professionals could take action on today, they could do today, that a year from now they'd look back and go, that made a huge difference in my business or my life, what would that one thing be?
Do not try to do everything yourself. That's what I would say. And I've learned in this. You might think you're the best at everything. Like I might think I'm the best coach, which I think I'm a darn good coach.
Sure.
But it's other people that can do it just as well or not better.
Yeah.
Right? Build you a team, take care of your team, and everything will take care of itself.
Yeah, I think that's great. And even because what if you really are the best at everything? You still don't have time to do it all, right? I think that's really important to build that team and support that team.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Katie, so much for being on today. We have learned a lot about your story and a lot about Principles First. Can people, I'm assuming, find you online and social media?
Absolutely. Social media at Principles First, and you spell Principles First, PRINCIPLES, and the word first.
Okay.
Website, please go to our website. I think we have a pretty good website. No, we have an amazing website, actually. And it's Principles First, and first is 1st.org.
Okay.
That's our website.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, we appreciate you being on here today.
You as well.
And thank you guys for tuning in again. So you can go follow them on Instagram and go check out their website, as well as follow us on Instagram at levelup_Lydia with Lydia. Level up with Lydia. Words. It's been a long day, guys. Level up _ with Lydia. And you can also find us on Spotify, YouTube, and on Apple. It's going to be live it has to be on Apple by the time you listen to this, guys. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
All right. Appreciate you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up. Level up.